how they need to be protected, and how the various stakeholders need to play their parts in ensuring that these rights are adhered to. And it is holistic because it has about 54 articles, and these articles range from social protection issues, socio-economic, political, and a whole lot of issues that have been highlighted there. So I think it's so important that it has reaffirmed the commitment of stakeholders, especially state parties. If issues of children are included in the general frameworks of human rights, they tend to be negated. And therefore, it becomes important that we have a special one for them. And that was the main reason why we have the CRC. And I think it's so important for children in the Gambia, in particular, because we have so many child protection concerns. We have issues of child rights here and there. How do we really work around it? And the fact that the Gambia has signed and ratified the CRC, and of course without reservation, meaning all the 54 articles, shows that we are ready and willing to definitely talk about issues of child rights, child protection, and how we can really promote their protection in the country.
Okay, thank you, Musu, for that explanation in regards to today. Madam Fante, you serve as the Director of Social Welfare, who are responsible for issues of children as well in this country. I will want to know, in terms of 23 years after the CRC, what would you consider to be the most significant achievements of this document in improving the lives of children in the Gambia?
Thank you very much, Bakari. Good evening, viewers. Bakari, 23 years after adoption, I would say there have been a significant improvement in the life of children in the Gambia in particular. And the Gambia government has a lot to celebrate. We have ratified the convention without reservation. We have domesticated the convention into a law. We have the Children's Act. We have also other laws that are complementing the Children's Act, such as the Tourism Offensive Act. We have also have the legal framework, and also established institutions like the Children's Court is in place. So really, Gambia government have not been failing in its duty and responsibility towards children. We've put in the legal frameworks, we've put in systems to respond to emergency issues as it relates to children. And we have also been meeting our obligation to the United Nations. We have presented our initial report, and in that initial report, there was no alternative NGO report. Everyone agrees to the report. The first, second, and third report also is already prepared and about to be submitted. And in that also, NGOs in the Gambia agreed to support the report, because we work together in implementing issues as it relates to children. And really, we have a lot to celebrate as a country, as a nation, though there are challenges. And the challenges are as it relates to our social responsibilities towards children, our communal responsibility towards protection of children. And that brings in the issue of children and the home, children and the community. But as a state, we have really put in mechanisms in place to protect children.
Okay, one may ask, for instance, and of course that contributes to the challenges you just mentioned, that at the state level, the commitment is there. We've seen a lot of improvement in the education, in the health, and in almost all the sectors that affect children. But now, how are we going to assess the level of understanding of the local people in the villages, in the communities, who are also responsible to protect children at the community level, where probably the department will not be there, the police will not be there?
In Bakari, we have translated the CRC into the local languages that have been done, and community child protection committees have also been put in place, and they have been sensitizing members of the community about their role and responsibility towards protection of children. And this have been very effective, and they've been responsible individuals within their own communities that parents and children also trust. We have also have the Voice of the Young through CPA, and they have also have branches countrywide. the issue of child rights have also been brought into the schools as well. And a lot of children are in school, and they can also educate those at home. So really quite a lot of community mobilization has been going on, and sensitization to ensure that the community and the local people out there know what child rights are, know what responsibilities are, because all the rights also have corresponding responsibilities.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam. Nevasin, of course, talking about issues of children, and you being one of them, probably representing the children here. How would you, again, talk about the rights of children? I mean, from your own level as a child, and looking at what we have done so far, do you think that the responses have been adequate in terms of protecting children, giving children more rights, and of course, people getting to recognize these rights as something that is not a gift, but that is the fact that they're human beings and they need to benefit from it?
Okay, thank you very much, Bakari. Well, I think a lot have been done by the government of the Gambia, Child Protection Alliance, Department of Social Welfare, when it comes to the protection of children, when it comes to children's rights. And looking at the Convention on the Rights of the Child, which was adopted in 1989, as we said earlier on, and today it is today is the 23rd anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. A lot of improvement have been done on the lives of children, because Bakari, if you look at the area of education, we have a lot of schools in this country, and children have had adequate education, very quality one for that matter. They've been going to school, and we know that there has been a problem in the education sector if you look at about 20 to 30 years ago in this country. And then we talk about the issue of healthcare. There have been a lot of improvement, and all these are fundamental rights in the Convention on the Rights of the Child. The issue of protection. A lot of children have been abused, a lot of children have been neglected, and because of the existence of the Convention on the Rights of the Child, and the Gambia have ratified it in 1990, as a result, all these areas have been improved when it comes to the lives of children. And Bakari, if you look at the UNCRC, we have what we call the 4 guiding principles of child rights, and Article 2 of the CRC talks about the issue of non-discrimination, and that actually is talking about the issue of equal treatment given to children. Before, children have not been respected. They used to be discriminated, although it exists still now, but then a lot of improvement have been done because of the existence of the CRC and the ratification that was done in the Gambia and the work of different agencies. You also talk about Article 3, which has to do with the best interest of the child, looking at the best interest of the child in whatever thing that has to affect the child. And parents have been considering children whenever issues that affect them arise. And then Article 6, which is the 3rd guiding principle, and it talks about life, survival, and development. That is the child being given the right to life, the right to survive, and for the parents to guide the child in order to develop in that particular society. And if you previously, a lot of children have been killed in their infancy, and a lot of children have not been given the right environment to live in and grow. But then, if you look at the existence of the CRC and of the achievements that have been made, and the work of the government of the Gambia with in collaboration with NGOs, a lot of improvement have been done in that area. And then finally, we talk about Article 12, which is about participation. Antifante did talk about that with the existence of Voice of the Young, which was done and grounded on the values of Article 12, which is about participation. A lot of children have been coming together, talking about issues, how to protect themselves, and what is the way forward, what are the solutions that we should come up with. So I think a lot of improvement have been done in the area of child rights. People are becoming aware, and children are being protected.
Okay, I'm actually a child advocate, and being president of the Voice of the Young currently. What do you think you will consider to be some of the challenges that you encounter in your work? When you probably engage in advocacy, you want to see some things happen, but they're not happening. What are these key issues that are affecting the lives of children or affecting the progress of your work as a children's group?
Okay, I think if you look at it, Bakari, a lot of people have this misconception that the coming of the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child has